Welcome to Introductory Statistics using SPSS. Module 1, Set up SPSS. Before you can enter data into SPSS, each variable needs to be established. This is accomplished by creating unique names for each variable and then telling SPSS what kind of data the variable will contain. For this example, we'll set up an SPSS database to contain two variables: gender, which is a categorical variable, and age, a continuous variable. Let's go into SPSS and see how this works. SPSS opens on the Data View screen. To set up the variables, switch to the Variable View screen and place the cursor in the upper left cell. You'll notice that SPSS requires you to specify the properties that describe the kind of data that each variable will contain. Begin by entering the name for the first variable, gender. Variable names can be up to 64 letters and numbers, but the first character must be a letter. Also, each variable name needs to be unique, no repeats within the database. You'll notice that SPSS automatically fills in default values for most of the other properties. For type, we'll leave that as numeric, although as you can see, there are other choices. These choices are fairly self-explanatory, except for string, which allows the variable to contain text. We'll leave the width at 8, but we'll change the decimals to 0. We'll leave label blank. This means that SPSS will use the variable name gender in all output reports. For values, we'll assign 1 for female and click Add, and 2 for males and click Add. Click OK. We won't specify any missing values. We'll use 8 for columns, and since we've assigned textual variable labels, we'll select Left Align. Since gender is a categorical variable, we'll set measure to nominal. Scale is for continuous variables. If your version of SPSS has the role property, leave it set to the default, input. If your version of SPSS doesn't have the role property, it's fine. It won't affect the processing. Now we'll come back to the left and enter the properties for the next variable, age. We'll use all the default properties except for decimals, which we'll set to 0. At this time, we can switch back to the Data View screen and begin entering data. 2 for male, age 24, 2, 25, 2, 31. If you can't remember the variable labels that you assigned, you can always click the Values label icon to show you the text assigned to each variable, and proceed with the data entry. Female, 19. Female, 27. You can switch views at any time. This concludes this module.